welcome to the Signal Financial Kitchen. This is Yenisel, and today I am going to make tostones, the Cuban way. We just going to need a very simple ingredients. Today I'm going to make 3 plantains, olive oil, the one that you can fry with at high temperature, and just a simple plate and a deep frying pan so that we can go ahead and cook them. The first step we're going to do is we're going to peel our plantains. So we're going to finish over here, finish the front end, cut it off. And I like to cut the plantain in the middle half. We split it in half to make the peeling a little bit easier. So we're going to go ahead and slice one in the front all the way to the back, and then with the front of the knife we're going to start making a little dig and kind of like separating it like this so that can start to open up for you. Now that we have our plantains peeled, we're going to start cutting them into chunks. So this is going to be even chunks like this. This is the way that it should look. Each one of them should have this thickness and it should be all evened out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead over here and we have a pan that we're going to put some deep oil in here so you can see. So actually when you start to dip in the plantains, you're going to have them almost covered up to the top. So as you see that, this is medium heat. You put the stove from medium to low heat and you dip in every one of these plantains evenly across the bottom of the pan. We have put every one of those 3 plantains right here. As you can see, the oil is starting to bubble up and all of them are submerged into the olive oil. So at this time right now, we are going to keep it at a medium heat, medium to low heat, so they can actually cook inside. If you put it too high, the bottom is going to cross in the top and they're not going to be soft in the inside. After 7 minutes, we come over here and we start to turn them. And we turn them, and we turn each one of them because they're going to be starting to get a little bit golden. So you want to turn each one of them until you get them all turned around. And we're going to let them cook on medium to low heat as well for another 4 minutes. Now that 4 more minutes have passed, we come right in here and we're going to get a strainer like this. And we're going to start scooping them out, letting the oil run out of it back into a little bowl. We're going to go ahead and go to the next step here. We're going to go ahead and have our plantains right here. We have a plate, a serving plate, and we actually have this plate. You can get as easy as just a paper napkin from a Bounty raw, and you're going to fold it in half, and you're going to get your first plantain, and you are going to fold this over half so you don't get your hand hot or burn, and you're going to squeeze them. You're going to squeeze it as thin as you can so it will not break, and you're going to put it there. So now by now they will be soft. If you go on and you flatten them and they actually crisp, then you put the heat too high while you were cooking. Now that we have them all squished down and flattened, we're going to come here and we have raised now our temperature to high. So once the temperature is high, it has been heating up for a little while now, we're going to start to dip each one of them inside. The goal is when you see them, they're going to start frying. They start frying, that means the heat is hot enough. You go like this, and it's perfect. You want to put them each one by hand slowly until you fill each one separately on the pan. You're going to fill them all up, everyone is going to come right inside. And you're going to put them in to fry until they actually are golden from both sides. So you're going to let them here. See how they're boiling right now? We want them to boil perfectly like that. And it's going to happen for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to flip them and turn them for about 2 more minutes. And when they become golden from both sides, then we're going to take them right out. Right now, you're going to see that 2 minutes have passed. And sometimes depending on how hot you have your heat, it might not even be 2 minutes. You got to be watching out. You see how golden is coming? You turn them, and because they are submerging in the actual oil, they are actually golden on both sides. So they might not need as much time as you think they do. So it all depends on how hot is your oil. Right now we have went ahead and put 2 Bounty towels on the plate so it can soak the oil right into it and dry them out. So as you see, you can see this is already ready to come off the oil. As you put them off, you will see that they are going to start drying out. So you take a hole and you scoop the whole thing out. You can get a strainer and you can actually scoop them off the oil like this. And the napkin is going to make the oil soak up and dry up the plantain so that it can be easier for us to eat it with not all of that oil, even though it is olive oil in the end. So we're going to go ahead and take every one of these tostones out. And here we have them. Here we have them ready to go. And the next thing we have to do is just sprinkle some salt on them. Once these have already soaked up all of this oil, we're going to go ahead and empty out, take them out of the towels and discard these towels up. We're going to make them nice and neat. And we're going to go ahead and get the sea salt. And we're going to sprinkle some salt on top of the tostones. And here we have Cuban tostones for you.